Hi, and welcome to this time of prayer. And how do you identify the change that is needed in your life in order to grow? In order to grow in strength and confidence, in order to grow in peace and love. How do we identify that change? How might you identify that change this day? So today I've got Acts 9. Verses 21 through 22. Everyone who heard him was baffled. They questioned each other. Isn't he the one who was wreaking havoc among those in Jerusalem, who called on this name? Hadn't he come here to take those same people as prisoners to the chief priests? But Saul grew stronger and stronger. He confused the Jews who lived in Damascus by proving that Jesus is the Christ. So Saul here, who will become known as Paul, Saul has had this moment of being confronted with the things that he has done, with the pain that he has caused. He has been asked, why? Why are you harassing me? Why are you so angry? Why are you filled with? Because there's another way of living. And so to think about that, identifying the change that is needed in our lives. Identifying the change that you might feel like, man, I need something. I don't think I'm really living for, or, I just feel like the burdens keep piling up. There's just too much pain. How do I find some more hope? Identifying that change that needs to happen by asking that question of why? Why am I so angry? Why am I experiencing pain? Why don't I feel joy? Because that question, that why question was put to Saul by the presence, by the Spirit of God, by the Spirit of Jesus. And it so took him back. It put him on the ground. It blinded him. Like he was like, wait a minute, what in the world? And then he was like, wait a minute, I need to go a different path. I need to change what I am saying and what I am doing with others. I need to change my perspective. So he understood the change that needed to happen because of that question, why? So what are the questions you need to put to yourself today? Especially if you're like, man, I need some change in my life. I need a different way of doing things, whatever it is. Personal, work, family, job, any of it. Friends, just our own state of like feeling good as we move through the world, feeling that sense of being loved, that we aren't alone. So what is the question you will ask yourself today so that you might know that change that is so needed? Pray with me. Oh God, help us this day to ask the questions that we need to ask ourselves. Help us to not be fearful of those questions. Help us to understand, why am I so? Why do I feel so? Why do I keep reacting like? Why do I have such issue with? Help us, oh God, to know the question to ask ourselves. Help us as we struggle with that question. Help us to know what the change is needed in each of our lives, so we might be closer to connecting with your love, living your way of peace, being full of your joy this day. Amen. Have a great one.